Hello, it's the Roundtable podcast. The weather like today is we will be reaching a high of 30 degrees and do my best to produce content that'll help put your mind at ease, especially now. You're nothing but a second-rate, trying hard copycat.
How you take care of your voice?
Kasi first of all, I'm dyslexic.
Mabuhay! Welcome back to
Mabuhay!
It's the Roundtable podcast. We are your host. I'm Brian Bonnie.
My name is Wonka.
And this is Anthony.
Ayos ba tayo dyan?
Yes, sir, mga kaibigan!
Kaibigan!
So, I'm very excited for this very special episode kasi nga, meron tayong kasamang very special person.
Yes. She is a voiceover artist. She's a well-known voiceover artist, actually, and she's also a YouTuber, and she's now a podcaster, and she has been hitting the charts since she released her teaser pa lang. And we're very excited to do this. We're obviously very nervous right now, and itong recording na to medyo nerve-wracking, but we'll do our best because we have with us on the show today, Miss
Inka
Magnaye!
Hello! Hi, thank you for having me.
No, Miss Inka, thank you so much for saying yes to our invitation to do this episode. And the moment they told us that we were going to do this, nagkagulo na agad kami tatlo. Did you know what to do?
The pressure is on na kung ano yung itatopic namin kasi, Inka Magnaye na yan. So, kailangan.
Oh my gosh, grabe guys.
Okay lang ba if we call you Inka or you wanna call, directly to your name?
Oh, just call me Inka, it's fine.
Okay. So,
Okay,
parang kumari, super close talaga tayo.
Super feeling close.
Okay.
Kaya kung wala tayong barkada, no?
Inka, so let's go with the basic questions first. We want to know how are you or how's your life during this pandemic? And what keeps you busy?
Oh, well, because I'm part of the live events community, right? Because as a voiceover, I do a lot of live voiceovers and my gosh, that industry was very directly affected, like a lot of industries also. Right? So, especially the live events industry, because that one is like dependent on everyone mass gatherings, right? So, parang wala na talaga yon for now, at least. So, it's been really slow since the pandemic started, but, well, it's been really slow, period. So that's why I started making all these videos. That's why, parang kasi ang dami kong time, diba? So parang gagawin ko today, parang I just make a video, I guess. And then I opened up a TikTok because I was bored. Kasi my friend, she's had a TikTok for a few months na. I just see her mga videos na sumasayaw-sayaw siyang ganun. I was like, sige nga, matry nga kasi wala naman akong ginagawa. So I started doing TikTok just for those videos, yung mga parang make a funny face, whatever, stupid mind-numbing stuff that's just for fun, right? And then I posted my voiceover vids, and then people like it pala.
Yeah. And yes, speaking of Miss Inka or Inka, and we have been following you actually on social media, and we have seen how the people have been responding, how they have been reacting to all your videos that you have posted, and we just like to know, how is it so far? I mean, before ECQ, since you mentioned na start of ECQ, you started taking these videos, but before ECQ, maybe hindi pa kami ganun kadaming mga followers mo before. But since the video of an airline, of the voiceover with your mom, how has it been so far?
Oh, it's been very crazy, but in a good way. Because it's like, have you guys ever tried surfing before?
Yeah.
Nakapag-surf na ba kayo? Yeah. Right? Okay, so when you're on your board and then you want to catch like a wave, right? But when it comes, medyo mabilis siya, and medyo nakakatakot kasi feeling mo malulunod ka, but you're having fun kasi ang bilis, tapos masaya. Parang ganun yung feeling ko ngayon. Parang, oh my God! Pero, okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kasi biglang, ang daming tao, and it's just everyone is freaking out kasi parang, like all the videos that I come up with, they really like it. And me parang, are you sure you like it? Okay. medyo parang, totoo ba to?
Okay.
Alright. So like every time I post stuff and they're like, wow, this is great. I'm like, thanks, I think. No, parang hindi pa ako sure.
Even
So,
the
so somehow, naging maganda po pala yung naging epekto somehow ng ECQ sa inyo quarantine.
Yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm able to reach a lot of people. Because like, I remember I used to get a lot of comments because I would make videos na that would help people parang with their anxieties. Kasi I get panic attacks also. And thinking about all my panic attacks, I made videos that I think would help somebody like me the next time they get a panic attack. So I made videos, right? And so many people were commenting and saying thank you, and I realized when I read all of their thank yous, parang I think this is what I want to do. Kasi it's something that I can do with my voice. I'm given this voice. I can use it to help people. This is what I want to do. Like, apart from my day job, which is making like, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to blah, blah, blah. Like, apart from doing that, I can also like relax people because that helped me. So people were saying, why don't you have more followers? Because this is good. This is blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking, you know what? It's okay. Like, I don't need to have all the followers. I just need, parang, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need to have all the people with me. I just need to be able to reach the right people. Diba? Because, diba? So, like, if I'm able to help just one person with their anxiety, that video that I made was already worth it, right? So now that I have a bigger network, I have a bigger community, that I'm so happy because that just means I can help more people. You know what I mean?
Yes, I like what you said about reaching out to other people, because when you mentioned na hindi importante sa yung number of followers or yung number of people who follow you, just by the fact that someone messaged you and tells you that, hey, your video or your voiceover really helped me get rid of my anxiety.
Yeah.
No, napakasarap na feeling actually. But knowing now you are able to reach more than 100,000 for sure, sobrang nakakatuwa kasi more people will be given this sabihin na nating therapy from you. Nakakatuwa.
Yeah.
I think I just want to add and I just want to emphasize na because Inka have the right reason, diba? If you have the right reason on doing stuff, you know, everything will follow. We love you for that.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're not ending the show.
Yeah, we're not still ending the show.
Start pala.
Okay. Next question. Ano po yung namimiss ninyo sa labas or para pagtapos itong quarantine? Ano po yung parang namimiss nyo na hindi nyo na nagagawa since, you know
what's funny? Even before the quarantine started, di ako lumalabas. So, when quarantine started, ako parang, there's no change. The only change there was I couldn't work. So, parang, if I didn't have work, dito lang ako sa bahay. As in, like, I don't leave the house. And then, if I do leave the house, I go to my friends' houses. Kasi ganun dito sa South kasi, diba? Parang mas sanay yung mga tao to like, mga ngapit bahay or to just like go to someone's house. Di kami masyadong going out so much. So parang, yeah. So that's what I miss.
Bahay, Netflix and chill lang.
Yes. I miss going to my friend's house. I miss playing video games there. Tapos yung konting, whatever, fun, lang. That's what I miss. But other than that, parang there's nothing really that changed.
If you have any realizations, na you gather so far during this season?
Ooh, a lot, madami. One of my realizations this quarantine was that there's literally nothing in my way to achieving my goals because there is no physical wall, there is no physical barrier. So I realized, why can I not be one of those very successful people who achieve their dreams? The answer is, I can be. You know what I mean? I just have to work for it. That's the difference between people who are very successful and achieve their dreams, is they put in the work to do it. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Agree.
Okay. I think my next question would be, I mean, since you mentioned that, many people, or at least you have done a lot of voiceovers for commercials, for a lot of advertisements, and there was even this episode with Justin Quirino that you did, and I think it was him who said that he heard you. Was it him na narinig ka daw niya sa Uber sa ibang bansa?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's true.
and to put that into perspective, Miss Inka, so marami ka pa palang gustong i-achieve. Ay, sorry. So, marami ka pa palang gustong i-achieve in spite all those achievements that you've done.
Yes, because it's so cheesy, but like the definition of success, because it depends, is very personal.
Yes.
For somebody else. So for other people, I may already be successful, and yes, I don't discount that. I am, but like I have different goals. I want to achieve different things. So until I get that, what I'm setting out to achieve, then I will not stop working.
Yes.
Okay.
Agree. Kasi with those dreams, make the person more driven to his life and, more eagerness to learn, to struggle, I guess,
Exactly.
to work more and to gather.
Exactly.
It's not just all about the dreams. It's the process of achieving the dream. Diba? You matutunan kang character, your discipline.
Yeah.
All that.
And it's so fun.
Agree.
And time to time, habang lumalaki tayo, syempre, somehow, may mga ilan na, alam mo yun, na nagbabago yung goals nila. Diba? May mga ganun eh. Ako,
yeah, me. Ako. Ganun ako. Like before, because I used to live in La Union. I lived in La Union for a year. Okay. And I was already planning on like stopping voiceovers because I wanted to see if I can do something else. Kasi parang voiceovers is all I've ever done my entire life. So parang nag-iba yung dreams ko, diba? So parang, what if I want to do something else? And then that didn't work out. So I went back to Manila. And then during the ECQ, I discovered K-pop.
Okay.
Because like, I mean, I've always known that K-pop was there. It's just, I never really like explored it. Kasi I was already listening to like J-rock, J-pop. I watch anime. I play video games, stuff like that. So medyo aware na rin ako dun. But like, the K-drama, K-pop part, hindi ko pa na-explore. So during quarantine, I started, right? I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Because my friends introduced me to them. And then I realized, parang, wow, they have some really nice, it's super poppy, but they're really nice songs. And I really like listening to them. And then what happened was I started exploring like the K-pop industry. It's such a lucrative, powerful business. And they develop and diba? They develop and promote so many top tier artists, and I'm so inspired by all the work that these K-pop artists and their business counterparts, like I'm so inspired by the work that they put in. I was like, I want in on that. Wow. So I started doing my mga K-pop plugs. Have you guys seen those? So I was like, man, this is so fun to explore. I want to do more of this, but like in an official capacity. So biglang my dreams changed from not doing voiceovers to I want to be the official voiceover of a Korean entertainment label so that I can be the official voiceover for like, for example, Red Velvet. Like, let's say, pag magtutour sila like in the States, I can be the official voiceover for that entire tour. So they don't have to hire somebody from different cities when they go. Ako nakasama, diba?
Nice.
And that way, I get to do what I love. I get to listen to the music that I like. And I get to travel.
Travel with them.
So that's my, that's my new dream. So now, to take the steps to get there, I started taking up Korean.
Yes. I
So
actually,
now I'm
Pinakita
I actually
ko
have
eh.
seen this Instagram story from you. Parang you were trying to read or understand the Korean languages, I think. And
yeah.
I think you're really making a progress. Not that I know how to speak Korean, but yes.
Yeah, I
So,
just started my lessons like 2 months ago, and I can read better than now.
Yeah. So speaking of career, Inka, actually the hosts are very curious about maybe if you can share some of your unforgettable experience as a voice
Yeah.
artist.
Oh, like
Maybe funny or mga nakakahiyang moment if you have.
yeah, for
Basta
sure. Okay,
unforgettable. Ganun.
unforgettable.
Yes, in
One of
general.
the aspects that I love about like being a voiceover is I get to become. I mean, I get to be the live voiceover for a lot of these really nice events. Like for example, I get to watch the unveiling of the new collection of like Rajo Laurel or Francis Libiran, and then I get to be there for these big launches of really wonderful brands like Patek Philippe or like Lexus, and then because of those events, I've seen Lea Salonga perform live like 5 times or something. Like she's right there. So that's definitely one of my unforgettable experiences to watch Lea Salonga live just a few feet away from you singing. So I think I cry every time. Like I've heard this before, but it's so beautiful. Yung ganon. Iiyak ako sa
Okay.
like,
We can't blame it. It's Lea Salonga. Hello.
Yes.
Diba? Diba? Oh my gosh. And then one of my the funnier ones, this is a good lesson. This was a good lesson for me that stuck. Is because when people ask me now, parang what is your what do you call that? Your ritual before you do your voiceovers.
Yeah,
I say, diba? Right? So what is your ritual before you do your voiceovers? I read my script, lalo na pag live, at least 10 times from top to bottom, from beginning to end. I read it at least 10 times. Because first of all, I'm dyslexic. And second, I want to know everything. So parang hindi ako magugulat, diba? Memorize ko na yung, yung flow. And this is because one time, when I was in my early 20s, I got too mayabang because I'm so good already. Parang gano'n na yung iniisip ko. Diba?
Yeah.
Magaling na ako. Kaya ko na to. So instead of practicing, diba? Oh, it's just another event. Kaya ko yan. So instead of practicing, stupid talaga. Instead of practicing, nakipag-chikahan ako sa mga fraud people na friends na kami, diba? So sila, alam na, they already know what they're doing, diba? Kasi expertise nila yon. So they can like make chika with me, whatever. Me naman, parang hindi ko binasa yung script ko. Nandiyan, ay, kaya ko yan. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. Kwento. The event started. I did not know what I was reading. So it's called a cold reading, which means hindi mo siya, you haven't passed it yet, basically. So this is the very first time I'm reading it as the event is going. Stupid. And then I said, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even know. I was like, please welcome, Apples Abirin. And I realized it's not Apples, it's apples. So, holy crap. I read apples as Apples at a live event.
Oh my God.
He was like, what are you doing? I'm so sorry.
But were you able to finish the entire thing?
I did. So when I had a break, kasi may segment na nagsasalita si Miss Apples, right? While she was talking, I went through the whole script. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So after that, I learned na I will never, ever do that again. Always practice your script. Because even if you think you're so good, oh my gosh, that's when it's going to bite you in the butt. Diba?
Since we're talking about, career and so on, so ano po yung mga tips nyo or how you take care of your voice?
Yan, gusto namin yan.
Kailangan natin.
Totoo ba yung mga
how I take
ganyan?
Yung langgam.
how I take care of, sorry, what?
I mean, parang may bilin sila na pag yung langgam daw, napunta sa lalamunan, it would make you sound better.
You know what? You know what? Okay.
Ayan.
So,
Inka is going to make
when I was
clarity.
younger, ayan na. When I was younger, I super love carrot juice. I still do until now. But like, when I was younger kasi, may juicer yung lola ko.
Mhm.
So I would always ask her to make carrot juice for me. One of the times that she did, I saw like a few ants dun sa drink. So I was like, Nay, kasi I called her Nanay, right? Like, Nay, can you remove the ants? I think my nanay was tamad to do it. Sabi niya, okay lang yan. It's good for your voice. You can drink it. Ako parang, okay. So I drank it all, right? All the ants. And then she looked, ay, bakit mo ininom? Sabi ko, you said it was good for me. So I did drink ants before. So I don't know if that's true or not. I have a pretty good voice naman now, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. So that's one. Number two, for sure, salabat. Salabat is the best for your voice and your throat.
Okay.
So my favorite tonic is warm, not hot naman, but you don't burn your throat, right? So salabat, and then put lemon or calamansi, and then honey, and then you drink that as a tea.
Oh,
so good.
Do you do that every day?
Yeah, I drink salabat every day.
Oh.
Is this something you drink yung pagkagising mo, tapos yun yung iinumin mo, or hindi naman? Yung schedule, inaalam ko din.
I drink it after my coffee. I drink it after my coffee. Yeah. Kasi I do IF, intermittent fasting. So like I drink coffee for breakfast. I can't keep drinking coffee kasi after a while parang medyo wired na ako, diba? So maybe after like my second or third cup of coffee na medyo I reached my limit already, then I move to salabat because it's something warm to drink. And I do like the taste now kasi sanay na ako. And then it helps me last until I can break my fast. Ayun.
Okay.
So guys,
We know
langgam at
that.
salabat.
We'll do that.
Alam na.
Langgam at salabat.
Inka, we're also curious. We all know that you're a famous and very experienced voice over, profession. We're just curious, what would be your profession if you're not a voiceover artist?
That's a good question. Honestly, I haven't thought about it kasi I started voiceovers when I was a kid, right?
Yes.
So parang I never really got to explore. Like maybe I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut, but that's really like the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But like other than that, okay. There was a point in my life where I wanted to be a marine biologist because I love animals and I love the water.
Tayo dito.
And if I wasn't a voiceover now, I think I'd be a writer because I write poems and I write short stories.
That's not a surprise. So.
Wait, medyo na-curious lang ako since we're talking about this, the career in general. And you mentioned in one of your videos before, and I think it was from one of your interviews, if I'm not mistaken, that your training was only from your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
And I think, unlike other people, it was kind of, medyo parang naset na siya sa'yo in a way kasi that's what your parents do then until now.
Yeah.
But was there a time na while you were pursuing that, let's say maybe 5 or 10 years ago while you're doing that, was there ever a time na naisip mo na, what if this is not for me? I mean, have you been in that phase before?
Yep, exactly. Kasi parang it's like, when your parents are doctors or your parents are lawyers or your parents are engineers, parang ikaw na din, right? So me, parang, is this what I really want to do? Because I know this is something I'm good at. I know this is something I know how to do, but is this something that I want to do? So I started exploring. That's why I left to go to La Union. Because I wanted to see if I can do it on my own. I wanted to see if I could do something else. Like maybe do I start like a hostel? Do I open up like a restaurant? I don't know. So like I went around and I looked, I made friends, and then I experienced the LU life. And it was great. It was so much fun. Like in LU, I found a second home, but wala, voiceover talaga ako. And I know that I really love it. So here I am.
I mean, ito na yung proof that maybe this is really for you, the voiceover.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, when they say when you find your purpose, parang everything becomes clearer. Everything, parang all the paths become so much easier. Kasi parang if it's not your path, parang ang hirap to go through it eh, diba?
Agree.
And when I was
Like,
in La
pag
Union,
hindi mo forte talaga, hindi mag-work.
And that was the feeling in La Union. Parang it was such a nice time, like living there. It was so much fun. But parang everything seemed that much harder to like get or to achieve. Parang ang hirap. But when I got here, when I came back to do the voiceover thing, parang everything was just going so smoothly. So parang, I think this is what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. So speaking of that, so ngayon, medyo pagaan na yung sitwasyon ninyo po sa when it comes sa career. So may nilook forward po ba kayo na inspiration bilang voiceover talent?
Yes, my parents. But other than my parents, I've been listening to Glenn Close because she has such a beautiful narration voice. She has a beautiful voice in general. Glenn Close, because I love her pace and her tonality and how she interprets the material. I love listening to Scarlett Johansson because she's a younger version, right? So parang because Glenn Close is old na. So Scarlett Johansson has this beautiful voice and then she adds like the youth factor to it. And then Laura Dern, such a beautiful, comforting voice that makes you feel like, oh, this is so nice and warm to listen to. So every time I listen to these people, and I'm just like, okay, this is what I want to sound like. This is something that I would like to embody in my podcast. So I just try to like absorb it and then try to put it out there.
You were just doing that and kaming tatlo napapakapit na dito sa...
Inka, dahil sinampulan mo kami talaga. So yun, we have all the tips, we have
the stories
and everything.
The background.
Dahil sinampulan mo kami, I guess this is the perfect turnaround of the portion. We have some lines prepared. And then, alam mo yun, sasabihin mo lang the Inka way.
Okay, sige.
Okay.
Well, Bonnie is doing that. I would just like to show you this photo actually. So apparently, yung classmates namin before, they did a radio tour, and yung studio na visit nila was your studio, and at that time you were there. So can we show you this photo lang? And
yes.
Are you ready? This is like super.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh! Yeah! Oh, I remember those earrings. I remember that top. My hair was super brown before. Oh, I remember!
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Classmates namin sila. And
Okay,
sige.
Red?
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. Come on, guys.
Talagang pag-unat ka pa,
Okay, here we go. Hi, friends. Welcome back to It's the Roundtable podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Brian Bonnie.
My name is Wonka.
And this is Anthony.
Ayos ba
And
tayo
my name
dyan?
is Inka.
Ayos ba tayo dyan? Sorry.
Sorry.
Take two.
Okay, so can we do it one more time?
Yeah, go.
So, hi, friends. Welcome back to It's the Roundtable podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Brian Bonnie.
My name is Wonka.
This is Anthony.
And my name is Inka.
Ayos ba tayo dyan?
Yes, sir, mga
kaibigan.
This podcast is your perfect partner as you do work and go through life na minsan heaven, minsan din hell. Join us as we try to figure it out one episode at a time. Sometimes work and life suck, but we love it.
Pang commercial talaga eh, no? Pag pinikit mo yung mata.
Maganda pa rin, nakakainis.
Pwede natin
Thank
ibenta
you.
yun.
So you'll be part of the podcast from now on, Miss Inka.
Every intro.
And we have
Yeah, what's our next challenge to her, Wonka?
Yeah.
Okay, the next challenge
I think it's a
to
series.
do Siri, the voice of Siri.
Oh, okay, sure.
So
Okay.
for example,
You want me to say?
With the weather.
With
Or
the
maybe-
weather. Okay.
Yeah, maybe
Okay,
Wonka, you ask Inka, and then Inka would act like.
Okay. Okay, Siri. What's the weather today?
Hello, it's the Roundtable podcast. The weather like today is we will be reaching a high of 30 degrees. Precipitation is 80% with a 79% chance of rain.
Grabe ang movie, no?
we have that recorded. We have that recorded.
Ayoko na. Ayoko
What's
na.
next?
So
May nanalo na.
for
Diyos ko.
the voice for MRT. I mean, for sure you have tried riding our MRT and approaching. You know.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Next station
But
is...
every MRT train that I rode, parang sabog yung speakers.
Yes. And I think we need to have the petition na let Inka Magnaye do the voiceover for the MRT.
So there, do you have any station in mind?
Ang hirap ng ano.
Bonnie. That's
Okay.
where my office used to be. The station that I used to
Yeah.
work at. Yeah. Ano ba yung spiel?
Approaching
We are now approaching
Bonnie Station.
We are now approaching Bonnie Station. Diba? Parang ganun.
No,
Easy.
this is a serious question. In case they would
Yeah.
ask you to do the voiceover for that, would you be down to do that? Are you okay with that?
My thing now is I'm getting so many offers to
Wow.
do voiceovers, which is good, which is I love. But my what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to choose which ones I say yes to, because number one, I cannot say yes to all of them. Number two, if I say yes to all of them, mabubugbog yung boses ko. And the point of my podcast is I don't want people to get sawa, because I want people to relax when they hear my voice. So I would do the MRT thing, except if they hear me, it becomes subliminal na kasi now eh. So they hear me when they go to work. If they hear me when they try to relax after work, they'll think of the MRT.
They would be
You know what I mean?
Sabagay.
So even if my voice is still relaxing, there's a psychological trigger that I do not want to happen.
Yeah.
Gets?
Galing.
Yeah.
Sense, no?
So
You would think that if you're a well-known voiceover artist or professional and you get all these offers, but parang siguro ako nung hindi ko naisip yun, I would just say yes to everything. Pero Miss Inka here is being smart and ang galing lang ng strategy, because that makes sense. And I think that's really true na once they try to listen to your podcast to relax themselves and maaalala nila nga yung empathy, I think that's not going to work.
yes.
So, galing Miss Inka.
Yes. Thank you. So yeah, that's how I choose also, because I want people to have a certain response to my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I want people to relax. I want people to remember a good feeling. And that will not happen if they start to associate me with work, if they start to associate me with commute.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So I have to choose carefully.
I think this is the last part of the challenge, of the voiceover challenge that we would like
Yes.
to do. So grabe, parang nakakahiya, pero let's do it. Last na siya, and
I think I suggest to be fair, let's all do this.
okay. And then Inka is going
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair.
Okay, so kanya-kanya style ha.
Kanya-kanya
Nothing in
style.
particular, kahit
Yeah.
hindi natin gayahin yung original.
Okay. I'll go first.
Okay, sige.
Baka mag-acting pa, babasahin mo pa ako
mag-acting
dito.
ako eh.
Internalization,
Wait
no?
lang, kawawa naman ako dito. Pero okay, since para kay Miss Inka, let's do
Wait
this.
lang, disclaimer, kasi nandito kami sa bodega ng bahay nila Anthony. So,
I love it. I love it.
Sorry, and naman problema talaga kami kanina. Si Miss Inka yung guest natin. Buti sanang tayong tatlo lang. So, it has to look good. Pero, sorry, this is the
Oh my
best.
gosh, guys. Okay.
ang dami kasing tao sa bahay.
Dapat di mo na in-announce na nasa bodega kayo.
Okay lang yan. I can't even do this in my room kasi ang gulo-gulo ng kwarto ko. That's why I'm in my mom's room.
I see.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
Ano ko basahin?
You're nothing but a second rate. Trying hard. Copycat!
Bakit natapunan?
Okay, your turn.
Take it away, Wongka.
Okay. Sakto may ako.
Ay!
Wala akong water.
It's okay, it's okay.
Ba yan? Ganito pala yung pressure pag ikaw na, no? Anyway. You're nothing. My second rate. Trying hard. Copycat.
Ano ba yan?
Cheers.
Ang hirap ng pinili.
Cheers. Ba't naging cheers na?
Saan yung mic panda?
Basta dyan lang.
Okay, lalapit na lang ako para. Akin audio lang.
Uy, that's
Walang acting, but voice over, di ba? Voice over professional.
Okay.
Voice over artist, di ba?
That's
Hindi,
good.
para kayo Miss Inka, syempre.
Ito, talaga nagtago.
Iganon mo nga yung camera bond.
Wag na, okay.
Parang lugi eh.
Try natin magpaka-professional, feeling lang, feeling. You're nothing but a second rate, trying hard. Copycat. Okay na.
I like how you started. Very strong. Okay. You're nothing but a second rate, trying hard, copycat.
Ay, nakakakinig.
I'm going to make that ringtone. Ringtone ko na yun.
Uy, may bayad na yan.
Ay, sorry, oo nga, no,
May bayad din.
pala.
Oo.
Yay, that was fun.
Diba? I think that's all we have.
Yes, actually.
Diba?
That's all we have. That's it. Pansit.
Ano na tayo? Lagpas 45 minutes na. Miss Inka,
Yeah.
ano na lang, we'll just ask you to, if you have any message to your followers, I mean, you have, for sure they will listen to this since you're here. and they would want to hear something from you, like any message for them, for the people who have been following you, who have been appreciating your work, and who have been sending you messages for the requests. And inspirational words lang for those who are not taking this situation easily because of the pandemic. Any message lang to them?
Right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who's joined my little community. It's not very little anymore, but I still like to call it the little community because that's what it feels like. It's very close. I really appreciate everybody's messages. I know a lot of people always send messages to my inbox. I try to go through all of them. But honestly, I also panic a little bit kasi medyo madami. But I really do try to read it all. And if I don't reply, I still read it. So a lot of what you say and all the thanks that you say and all these really wonderful messages that you send me, I get to read them.
Okay.
So thank you. And then I also appreciate that everybody appreciates the work that I put in to my craft because I really do love my craft. And I hope that I can continue to make you smile and put you at ease. And if you're having a hard time this quarantine season, just remember that you are not alone because a lot of people are having a hard time right now. So a lot of people know how you feel. I'm not saying that it's nothing. I'm just saying that if you ever feel alone, remember that there are people who understand exactly what you're going through, okay? And that in one way or another, we are all trying to help each other get through this. So if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out to someone that you know because you'll never know. They're probably going through the same thing, and they probably are also shy to reach out. So maybe if you make the first step, I don't know, you can make some magic happen and maybe help each other. And as for me, I will still continue to do my best to help you from where I am. So if there's anything else that you all want me to do or to read, I will do my best to get through all the requests and do my best to produce content that'll help put your mind at ease, especially now. So thank you.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ganda ng message. Ang ganda ng
Thank you, Inka.
Thank
First,
you.
again for joining us here to our podcast channel. It's Roundtable Podcast. To all our
Of course.
please listen to Inka's podcast channel. Follow her on social media accounts. Ma-relax kayo sa voice niya and everything.
And actually, hindi kayo mahihirapang hanapin.
Yeah. Let's get through this together.
Yes. Hindi kayo mahihirapang hanapin yung podcast sa Spotify because she's number 1 or maybe top 10, top 5 in charts.
Top
so
1.
Top 1.
Top
Yes.
1.
So Sleeping with Inka, right over
Top
there.
1.
Her podcast, and she's going to release more episodes. I think you're releasing episode every Friday, no? I think.
Yes. So the next, so night 2 of Sleeping Pill with Inka comes out. What day is it? Tomorrow.
Yes,
huh?
yes.
Friday. Yeah.
Friday.
Yay!
So
Yay.
you guys watch out for that and follow her na rin on social media, on Facebook,
Yes,
Twitter,
please.
and Instagram. So
there. That's it, Pansit.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Inka. Again, we are your hosts.
My name is Wonka.
This is Anthony.
Ay, isa
This
tayo
is Inka.
dyan. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, mga kaibigan. And last thing, guys, we would like to thank Cutprint Podcast Network for making this happen because it's Roundtable Podcast and Sleeping with Inka is Sleeping Pill with Inka. I'm sorry. Tama ba? I think I get it right.
Yeah, Sleeping Pill.
Are under Cutprint Podcast Network. So you might want to check out other shows under the Cutprint Podcast Network. Again, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you, Inka.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.